Hello and welcome to Made with Love by Sarah. I'm Sarah and today we're going to make some colourful cards with primary colours. So I've got this die and it cuts out the shapes, and this cuts out the outline, so you can cut it into card or you can cut it out of card. Today I'm cutting it out of card and then sticking it onto, well, I've cut it out and I've stuck this onto a piece of foam, just a piece of normal foam. It's quite thick foam because it's what I had. So I've then stuck the front onto the foam to make it dimensional. So then I'm going to stick that onto this piece of black card. I'm just going to cut that down just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch, just to give me a nice border all the way around. Let me have a look. No, I'm just going to cut a bit more off. Just a little bit. I didn't cut that very well in the first place. So let's see what we've got now. Yeah, we've got a nice border all the way around. So I'm going to stick that onto my cardstock, my black. This card is going to be, I think it's 5x7. But what I've done is I've just cut the black. Well, it was supposed to be 1/4 of an inch bigger than this frame. And we're putting it onto a white card blank, which is 1/4 of an inch bigger than the black piece. So when I've stuck this on, I'll check the sizes and see how big this frame is. So let's just get that stuck on there as central as possible, and I'll just give it a squash. I'm going to turn it over and just run over it with my bone folder just to get that foam to adhere. So I'll measure the die. I've got a ruler here. Oh, my desk's a mess. So the die is 4 1/4 inches. So the black cardstock has finished up to be 4 3/8 by 6 inches. 4 3/8 by 6 inches. So my card base is a little bit bigger. So I've got a nice border going around. So my card base is 5. So that's 10 inches in length by 6.5 and score at 5 inches down the middle. Fold and burnish, and that's the card base. So I cut this die, I cut it 4 times. Once in yellow paper, once in green, once in red, and the other time in blue. I mixed all the pieces back up, and I made a jigsaw puzzle. That was fun. It took me quite a while to separate them. So I made, I've mixed up, I've got a hair in that one. So I mixed up the pieces so that there was a nice mixture of each colour on each. Let's pop them up there. And these pieces are what we've got left. When I cut out my foam layer to put underneath here to make this stand up, when I did these, I stood the whole panel on foam. I don't know if you can see. So this black layer is stuck up on foam. But I thought for this one, I'd stick up the middle bit on foam. Then when I pop the shapes back in, that'll give it a nice bit of dimension in a different place. So now we just need to make all these pieces fit into these. When I cut out the foam layer, I've got all these pieces of foam. But that's okay, because when you want a foam pad, you just put glue on each side and use one of these as a foam pad, so they won't be wasted. So now all we need to do is just pick up a piece, find out where it fits, and glue it in. Giving it a nice bit of dimension. So I'll carry on gluing these. Probably put the video on fast forward. And no, that's too big. So you've got to try and find out where they go again. Yeah, I'm going to pop that one in there. And I'll pop the video on fast forward and I will see you again shortly. That's all the pieces in, but somewhere I've lost a piece. Not to worry. These blue foam pieces that I cut out, I'll just stick, when I find the right one, I'll just, no, it won't be a different colour, won't it? But what we can do is we can put the sentiment down there, so that's what we'll do. So I will put a blue piece in just to make it level, even though it's a different colour. But then I will pop the sentiment up on a bit of foam. Where's my scissors? Just chop that off there. So even when you make a mistake or lose a piece, or there's always something you can do to put it right. Usually a butterfly hides many things. So I'm just going to pop the sentiment down at the bottom to cover up my lost piece. I'll find it as soon as I've finished. It's not still in the bag, is it? No. As soon as I've finished, I'll find it. but not to worry. And I'm going to stick this onto the card base. And I would say that's a really quick and easy card. It is quick and it is easy once you've done the jigsaw piece of all the puzzles. Once you've sorted out which piece needs to go on which colour, that took me quite a while. But actually making the card is pretty quick. So that stands like that. I'm just going to try and move that over. It's a bit wonky donkey. But not to worry. So there's our 4 cards using our 4 colours. Just using primary paper. These 3 are stuck up on foam pads under the black panel, and this one's stuck up cutting out the frame and using foam. I think that they're really colourful. Boys, teenage boys, they could be good for. But yeah, there's our 4 cards. So if you have a die, like one of these, can be any shape, then just cut it out in as many different colours as you want and make some nice colourful cards. Thank you very much for watching my video today. It'll be a very quick one. And if you like what you've seen, give us a thumbs up. And think about subscribing to my channel. If you press the notification bell, you'll get notified every time I release a new video. So thank you very much for watching and spending your time with me today. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!